Hi, everyone. My name is Channing,
I'm Taylor.
and we are healthcare recruiters for our partnership with Logistics Health Incorporated, otherwise known as LHI.
Yes. And before we jump into our hot jobs this week, we just wanted to touch on who exactly Matrix Providers is. We are a service disabled, veteran owned company that contracts with different government agencies, and we help provide healthcare professionals to different government facilities, hospitals, and clinics all over the United States. We employ anyone from physicians to allied health and mid level providers to nurses, certified medical assistants, technicians, etc.
Yeah, so we definitely have a lot of positions available. So if you're in the medical field, we probably have something for you. And we are looking for individuals who are just as passionate as we are about providing exceptional care to our military service members who have given and continue to give so much for us. So we are very excited to bring you a few audiologist openings that we have all across the United States. I have three of them that I'm excited to mention. So the first is actually a PRN position in Bossier City, Louisiana. So we're looking for someone for about 1 to 2 days per week. And Bossier City is actually the seventh largest city in Louisiana, and it's near Caddo Lake, which is known as a Bigfoot hotbed. So I know Taylor likes to spend her time searching for Bigfoot. So
I
Bossier
do.
City would be a great place to visit, Taylor. And then the second role is a part-time audiologist role in El Paso, Texas. So we're looking for someone about 2 to 3 days per week. And El Paso is actually the boot capital of the world, so cowboy boots, and is one of the 10 safest cities in the United States, which is really cool. And then finally, I have a part-time position in Des Moines, Iowa. This is a traveling position. So we're looking for someone who's interested in traveling throughout the state of Iowa about 1 week each month. And fun fact, Des Moines was originally named Fort Raccoon and then became Fort Des Moines, and finally in 1857 was shortened to Des Moines. So Taylor, how do you feel about living in a place called Fort Raccoon? Is that something you'd be interested in?
I think that I would love to live wherever there are plenty of raccoons running around, as long as they're the cuddly, friendly kind. But
Yes.
that sounds like my type of place. But those jobs are almost too hot to handle, but mine are pretty hot as well. So I'm gonna jump into my open positions. The first one is a part-time opportunity in Tifton, Georgia. We're looking for someone who can work 1 to 2 days a week. Tifton is about 3 hours south of Atlanta, but an hour north of Valdosta. So it's in a great central location to experience all of South Georgia as well as Florida. And it is nicknamed the Friendly City. And I can tell you from my visits throughout Tifton back in the heyday, they are very friendly there. So that is true. The next opportunity I have is a full-time role in Oakland, California. This is at a brand new facility with a start date in July. It's going to be a Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 role. Oakland is about 20 minutes outside of San Francisco and is full of fun facts with including, but not limited to, MC Hammer being a town spokesperson, which is great. And then apparently there's a huge lake called Lake Merritt with a sea monster living in it. So I guess the sea monster has been spotted since the 1940s. So I now have birds to watch, Bigfoots to hunt, sea monsters to spot, and raccoons to live with. So I have
You're
a
very
lot
busy.
right now.
Yes.
Yeah. But so that's the role in Oakland. And then finally, I have an opportunity in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is a part-time role that'll be 3 to 4 days per week. Jonesboro is home of Arkansas State University, and it's located about 60 miles north of Memphis. And it is the fifth most populous city in Arkansas, which is super cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that is really cool. I definitely look forward to seeing you on some TV shows, Taylor, hunting some sea monsters and Bigfoots while cuddling a raccoon. So
I love
I'm
that stuff.
excited for that debut.
Yeah.
Also, while maybe wearing some NC Hammer pants, I think you would just blow everyone out of the water with
Maybe
that.
I'll wear those next week. I'll pull
Okay.
up yeah, I'll do that.
You heard it here, guys. Taylor's going to wear her MC Hammer pants next week. But we wanted to touch on what you can expect working as an audiologist for Matrix providers. So the facilities are a very laid back environment. On average, you'll see about 6 to 8 veterans per day. And the length of appointment will vary, but it's typically about an hour to an hour and a half. And we are very mindful when it comes to scheduling the appointments, just to make sure that you have ample time with each veteran, so you're able to ask all the questions necessary, do all of the exams that you would need. And also all of our facilities do come equipped with all the different types of equipment and exams. So we have all of that for you. You would not need to bring any of that with you as well.
Yeah. And another thing that's really great about the clinical audiologist roles, which is same as clinical psychologist openings, is the License Portability Act. So this is great for someone who's maybe looking to relocate, or maybe you live right on the border of a state. You do not have to have an active license in the specific state. As long as you have an active license in any one of the 50 states, you are eligible to work with us at any of our locations. So that's also a great aspect of the role too.
Yeah, I definitely agree, Taylor. I think a really cool thing about that, as you mentioned, living on the border of a state, for example, like Jonesboro kind of being up in the, northwest corner of Arkansas, you have a lot of opportunity there, to kind of travel back and forth if you live in Oklahoma or things like that, especially, El Paso is a great example, living or being right on that very western tip of Texas, being able to, live in New Mexico or practice in Texas. So I think that was definitely a really cool call out. And I speak for both Taylor and I whenever I say that we are really excited to work with you. We would love to chat with you if you're interested in any of the positions. And you can also find our contact information in the comments section as well.
Yeah. And if you feel that you're interested, but maybe some of these jobs aren't necessarily your specialty or for you, or you're looking for another location, you can find all of our openings on our website at jobs.matrixproviders.com. And if you do put in an inquiry, a healthcare recruiter will definitely reach out to you as soon as we receive that.
Yeah. Well, that's all from us. Taylor, anything else to add?
No. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Have a great week.